All right, Neil. Let's get this dealt with. You're asking a lot of this friendship, buddy.
If I could do it myself, I would, but I just can't reach it.
Oh, Lord. Wow, it is down in there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, when ain't easy, but I think I can't get it back out. It's stuck.
Oh, we've all been there. All right, hold on a second. Relax.
Go warm your hands.
Oh, it's fine. Quit your whining. Oh, black.
No commentary, please.
By that.
No commentary.
Wow, it's worn out too. You should get a new one.
Could you just get it out?
It's out. It's out.
It's out?
Yeah, here.
Sweet. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
Yes. And please, for future reference, they're skinny jeans. That doesn't mean you're skinny, fat ass.
I know that now.
And put it in your pocket. I'm not pulling that thing out again. Don't come here with that crap anymore. How you doing, everybody? I'm Bill.
I'm Neil.
And welcome to Random Tangent again.
This is number 24, I do believe.
I believe so. I believe 23, 24. Because 24 comes after 23, right?
Most times.
Okay, then this is 23, yes.
24. Well, on the show, we have touched on pretty much all forms of entertainment and media, such as video games. We've done that a bunch. TV shows.
Books.
You dipped our toe into books, but what we have not ever done is anything music. Which Bill and I are not big music guys, so it's understandable, but...
Bullshit. You're yet again an IMDb for everything music. Came out in the 90s. 82 was... and then the lead singer left in 93 because they had to bring in another guy. He went to rehab.
That could be said for most. Something about suddenly being able to afford all your vices just fucks up so many people.
Yeah, I don't get that. Like, every time you watch any of that stuff, you always hear about, well, they had to shut the band down for a couple of years because, you know, he was addicted to meth, coke, and heroin and Vicodin, and it's like, where do you find time?
Like, you take that heroin, you pass out. What? Is someone else doing the other drugs for you in your sleep?
Well, you got enough money to pay somebody to do this for me.
Today we're doing a music episode. The thing is, we didn't know quite how to do a music episode.
No, we knew.
We
knew.
Well, we got to thinking, what is Random Tangent about? What do we do here? And
Dirty jokes.
Yeah, dick jokes and innuendo. And that's
Innuendo.
And that's how we got to today's song list of just...
It's dirty songs.
Yeah. Should we start with our songs today so you can get to what you want to bitch about when we get there?
Sure.
Let's start off with a classic, the oldest song on our list, from one of the pioneers of rock and roll, Mr. Chuck Berry.
Let's just be perfectly honest. He's the pioneer.
Mr. Chuck Berry with My Ding-a-Ling. A very cute little song. Very innocent song, if taken at face value.
No, it's an innocent song if you actually take it for what it is. At face value, hearing it, not knowing what it is, you'd be like, the fuck did he just say?
The song, like I said, My Ding-a-Ling, it starts off, he explains that when he was a little bitty boy, his grandmother brought him a shiny, bright little toy. It was silver bells hanging on a string, and she told him it was his ding-a-ling-a-ling.
My
ding-a-ling.
Oh, my
ding-a-ling.
I want you to play with my
ding-a-ling. And
you see how that could go.
That's the chorus of the song. And if done live, the women would have the my part, and the guys would have the ding-a-ling part, and just everyone put their parts together and have a good time. Oh, that's...
I just got that. Everybody put your parts together and have a good time. Well, now.
Well, after the first verse explaining what the ding-a-ling is, it goes on, and everyone since then would be like, wait, that could mean dick.
Could they dare say penis?
Once I was climbing the garden wall, I slipped and had a terrible fall. I fell so hard I heard bells ring, but I held on to my ding-a-ling-a-ling, and so on and so forth. Even,
this is what it's come to, Neil. I want you to take this breathe it in, because this is where we started so high.
No, I don't think so. Our first episode was talking about you watching gay porn, so if anything, it's a sidestep.
Son of a bitch.
Do you have anything you want to say about my ding-a-ling?
It needs to be touched.
It's gonna be a rough one to get through.
No. How did you record for 6 hours?
All right, let's move on. Let's get away from my ding-a-ling. Let's get to big balls.
My turn.
AC/DC. 1976, 4 years after my ding-a-ling. My ding-a-ling was 4 years old at the time of this.
I want to do this no more. There is no completing this.
Big Balls.
Big Balls was
Big Balls.
That was a good song, though. That was a funny song.
Another one that, taken at face value, he's talking about, ballroom dancing. You throw a ball.
This big rich person throwing these magnificent balls, great big balls.
That he believes should be held every night.
Yes, I think we should hold the balls every night.
From the album Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. Which, another good song on there, I gotta say. But
he said balls.
It was not one of the singles released. I think it's one of you bought the album and you hear the songs that you know, and it's at the end of it, all of a sudden.
What's this song? No, you read the album and went, well, we're fast forwarding into that bad boy.
He's got big balls. She's got big balls.
Come again?
But we've got the biggest balls of them all. The 70s. Just starting. But after the 70s came the 80s. Which, oh my god, just as with all other things, the 80s.
So much coke.
The 80s.
Just cocaine.
Just the 80s is like, what are you doing?
Just
a little
like
bit of that?
mounds.
All of it! We will do all of it now!
There's just mounds of coke everywhere.
Yeah. I got it.
Scarface-esque mounds.
I feel like the 80s was the result of all the drugs done in the 60s and 70s. It culminated in just...
In the words of George Carlin, it was the... all the drugs... Was it smoked, snorted, or absorbed rectally?
Yeah. I mean, just Google the 80s and just look at all that that's going on. What do you like? Pastel lights? Okay, we'll do it a bunch.
Google the 80s, but Google 80s clothes. You don't need to do anything else. Just 80s styles, and let that speak for itself.
What should I do with my hair? To here? Okay.
No. This side, here. This side, here.
Flock of seagulls. 1982 gave rise to the #1 song for anytime characters in a movie have to bone.
Lil Marvin Gaye, ladies and gentlemen.
Sexual Healing.
Sexual.
Just the beginning. You don't have to play any of the song. It's just that beginning few notes. And people are like, yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Ooh.
I got that feeling.
I mean, seriously, I can't go... I was kicked out of the Joliet Mall because that song started up on the thing and I started stripping.
I thought that's what we were supposed to do.
I assumed that after watching all the movies in the 80s. I was like, when that movie played, just naked time. Like,
yeah. Someone will be along shortly to fluff you.
Ah! Sorry, I'm late.
There's a lot of people in the mall today.
Sexual healing.
Good song. Great singer, though, gotta say.
What was the one that was Marvin Gaye, right?
Marvin Gaye, yes.
Yeah, he was a good guy. I met him. Nice guy.
Should we move on?
We should.
A lot of subtlety. Some of it's right in your face. Some of it's subtle.
Big balls!
Cyndi Lauper, She Bop. A song all about flicking that bean, clicking that mouse, booping the kitty snoot, you know? I came up with that one on the way. Booping the kitty.
Booping your kitty snoot.
Booping the kitty on the snoot.
I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to use this channel to popularize that. Matter of fact, that's the new name of the episode. Booping the kitty snoot.
Booping the kitty snoot.
What does that even mean? Watch and find out.
Yes, Cyndi Lauper wrote the song all about female masturbation. She did it kind of subtly. It could be taken one way, and then
or another. I'm gonna find. Sorry.
Yeah.
Gonna get you.
Another one very subtle. Bryan Adams' "Summer of '69." Actually, nothing actually dirty in that song. This one, I'm actually talking about the song title. "Summer of '69" is not referring to the actual year 1969.
He did the old.
Bryan Adams, yes, has come out and said on I forget what show, but yeah, he came out and said it's all about, you know, sexual discovery, and yeah, 69. That song was written by two people, Bryan Adams being one of them. The other guy completely unaware of that, though, from what I've read. He's like, he said that's about what now? Which has got to be weird, like when you're in the studio writing a song.
Well, it's
Like,
got to be weird to the fact that they're like, wait, it's about doing what again?
I
60 who now?
I wasn't thinking about that at all when he was sitting right next to me writing that. What the?
Is that why he had that constant erection? I thought it was from that fluffer we had around. He was listening to a lot of Marvin Gaye.
You gotta feel a little bit violated being that other guy. Like,
I
that's
feel a
what you're
little bit
thinking.
violated every time this show is over with.
Got my first real 6-string. Played it till my fingers bled. While we're talking about weird hidden things in the 80s and races and whatnot,
Well, in the 80s, it wasn't hidden. It was out there.
John Mellencamp, Jack and Diane, you're familiar with the song? Little ditty about Jack and Diane.
Yeah. Please quit singing.
He originally, that song was written...
So sorry.
It was written with interracial couple in mind. I forget which one was which. It was a white boy and black girl. But the record, whichever way it went, the record label at one point said, "No, you cannot do that. People will riot. Do not do that." So he didn't do that. But the thing is, he didn't change any of the lyrics. He just changed in his head who he was singing the song about, which is batshit insane. If you know.
You can't think about it like that while you're singing it.
Okay.
I would have literally been sitting there. I was going, okay.
Swear I'm not.
Pinky swear.
What
are we talking about now?
80s hair bands.
Oh, yeah.
All these.
Probably my most hated music of all is 80s hair metal. It's just terrible.
Yeah, hair bands. Yeah.
They all sound the same. Every last one sounds exactly. And it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa! Someone inhaled way too much hairspray today.
Did you get it in there? You're trying to get it out? Is that the problem?
What? No, they actually record that noise is when they're doing their makeup and they get the eyelash or the eyeshadow in their eye, and that's them screaming because of it.
Though this band, though, I wouldn't actually call them a hair band. They're actually fairly decent. One of the best guitar players of all time.
Are you talking Guns N' Roses?
I am talking Guns N' Roses. I'm talking Slash, one of the best guitar
Is
players.
it bad that I can go there and be like, oh, best guitar player? Yeah, Guns N' Roses.
Uh-huh.
That was actually a decent band. I wouldn't call them hair metal.
Good band. Problem is, headed by a jackass, a complete jackass.
I think that's most bands has one jackass.
Yeah, but theirs was like if you put together all the jackasses, he'd still out jackass all the other jackasses
Combined.
Yeah.
Like if we combined all other jackasses, put them together with this particular jackass, created one super jackass, they would look over at that super jackass would look at this jackass and go, not quite.
What a jackass. We're talking, of course, about Axl Rose. Just
Axhole. Ah.
one of the I've read I forget what the story. It might have been like when they were being inducted in the Hall of Fame. And he's like, "No, I don't want that old band. I want my band like currently." And they're like, "That's not what we do, you jackass." But
Jackassery.
one of the comments I read on the story was someone saying, "I'm not gonna take credit for it, but it's a great line." But someone saying, "In all of music history, you would be hard pressed to find an entertainer as determined as Axl Rose to step on his own dick." Which is true. Like, any time that something's going good, he's going to come along. Like, you can watch the videos of him having a meltdown and walking off stage.
On a side note, you know who else was actually really like that?
Hmm.
I don't know if he still is necessarily, but I know he was Vanilla Ice. He was notorious for that.
I don't think he's like fixing up homes now. So
no, you know, well, actually, no, you know what he actually did? I just read something on this. Vanilla Ice, when his career kind of, he started selling his mansions and then realized, I'm good at this. And so that whole thing where he's doing these shows because he's not doing, he found something he loved to do and just was like, well, I can't do that anymore, but I can do this and I can do it well.
I'd say
he's making a fortune.
He's redeemed himself somewhat. Axl Rose, no, not in the slightest.
No, he will always be an utter and complete jackass. And now he looks like it too. Like,
he's a jackass with cornrows. But anyway, the song.
God, he has cornrows. Why do white people have cornrows?
The song we're talking about is from
Black people shouldn't even have cornrows.
We're talking about the song from their debut album, Appetite for Destruction, which included some hits like Paradise.
Welcome to the Jungle was on there?
Welcome to the Jungle, Paradise City.
I think Welcome to the Jungle was probably the biggest.
Sweet Child of Mine.
Was November Rain on there as well? Or was
no,
that was the album after.
No, that's a different one.
Because I remember it was, I want to say, I know it was November Rain, I believe it was Sweet Child of Mine, and then there was a third song, it was actually a trilogy song that told a story. and it was across 3 albums.
I had not heard that. I looked that up. Very interesting. But the song we're actually referring to is one of the songs on Appetite for Destruction, Rocket Queen. Why are we bringing it on here? Because Axl Rose is a jackass, and in the middle of the song, you get to hear some people having some sex. They're having themselves some sex. It is Axl Rose.
I'd like to be having myself some sex.
Axl Rose and the on-again, off-again girlfriend of the drummer. Basically, they had gotten to a...
Oh, it was the drummer's... Oh, that's not that big of a deal.
Oh, that's low man.
I mean, if it was the bassist, then it'd be like, eh. I mean, the drummer, it's like, it's kind of a dick move. The guitar player's like, dude.
But yeah, basically, they'd gotten... The drummer and his girlfriend had gotten into a fight. So Axl Rose got her into the studio and had sex with her in one of the recording booths so that they could record it to put it in the song. It just... In all things, he is a jackass.
Now, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. As we were discussing this episode, Neil here decided to inform me about some of the ideas we were going with. Now, I wasn't all for this episode because, like I said, I could care less about music. It's all garbage now anyways. Damn kids with their hipping and their hopping. And now we got mumble rap. That's the new... You ever heard of that shit? Oh, my God.
Hold your boy.
Someone give me something to hit this motherfucker with.
No!
Auto-tune that. We'll make $1 million. But anyway. He was so hard-pressed that he had to have this story in there. This was the one that needed to be done. None of the other ones would have mattered. We made that crap up on the floor. What other song can you think of? I don't know. But this one was like, we're doing this one. Why? Naked Time.
I think it's a good...
It's a good representation of Axl Rose.
What jackass Axl Rose is, and just that balls-to-the-wall 80s style, you know? Just like...
I'm hound of coke and do your buddy sex right there in front of him.
Right. Supposedly the drummer was not cool with it when he found out, by the way. Which I gotta imagine, it's like, when they're listening to it, oh, that's awesome, you put like some like chicken bang in there. Yeah, we did.
It's funny that you mentioned that.
Why does it sound familiar? Should we close out the 80s?
Please.
Let's close out the 80s with the Divinals. I don't want anybody else.
That was the name of that band?
When
that was like the one song that they did that anybody cares about.
When I think about you, I touch myself. Australian band. That's probably their biggest hit, if not only. At least here. I don't know.
I like the Australian bands.
Some of them good. AC/DC, Big Balls.
Have you ever noticed that we get a lot of, not just music, but also actors, things like that? We get a lot of our actors, our bands, all come from like Europe, Australia.
What I find funny is when you hear them
We can't even produce anything good in this country.
I like it. I think it's funny when you hear them singing in English and it sounds fine.
I saw a video on that. I saw a video on that one time.
Anyway, let's get out of the 80s. Let's actually do our most current one on here, which is 2009, so it's not even that current. But very, very awesome band.
Is it said that 2009 is no longer current? That hurts me when you say that. I just want you to know.
9 years ago. Within the last decade, so... awesome band. Fantastic lead singer talking about Hailstorm and the song I Get Off. He doesn't know music, so...
I heard a few of their songs. They sound like somebody took Linkin Park and another generic band, put them together, and had a
Lizzie Hale is amazing.
She's nice. She's got a good voice.
But yeah,
the music itself is...
Yeah, okay, I'd say maybe the rest of it's kind of generic, but all they need...
She's good. Yeah. You find a lot of that now. It's like, that guitarist is awesome. The band sucks dick, but the guitarist is awesome.
But yeah, just to hear her, I get off on you, getting off on me, just... Oh... Very good dirty song.
Now I see why we did that one. Had nothing to do with the fact that it was really dirty. It's just, you're nasty.
No,
nasty.
The whole idea of the song is that she's letting someone watch her, but she knows he's
watching her. Oh, no,
I
got that. Because, I mean, that was when I was listening to this song, I was like, this is so... Hold on. What'd she just say? Time out now. Let's listen for a second. Hold. And she's the dirty whore. Alrighty. We've piqued my interest.
So I want to do something a bit more current. Something that's... We got 2 songs that come out within the last 20 years. The other one's from 2005.
I can't deal with this anymore. I'm getting so old. When do I get to have my midlife crisis? I want a Porsche. Oh, you have to afford that.
Yeah.
Shit. If you guys could subscribe, we need about 10,000 start making money off this deal. I gotta have a midlife crisis in 4 years. Oh fuck.
Let's see your. How many people you know run around that are past the age of 70? So.
I'm gonna need to do that tomorrow.
Let's get a little diversity in here. Basically, we've been doing rock songs like Marvin Gaye's, a little R&B. Let's get a little bit country, a little bit of hip hop, and whatnot.
Little bit country, I'm a little bit rock and roll.
From 2005, from his album Songs About Me, which makes the title of this one really weird. Honky Tonk Badonka Trace Atkins. All about butts.
Just non-stop butts.
Yeah.
Great video.
All about butts?
All about butts.
Yeah. Shaking them. Other stuff.
And it's not that weird cottage cheese rolled fat giant butts. They're just kind of like...
Hustler shooting 8-ball. Throwing darts at the wall. Feeling damn near 10 feet tall.
I'm just picturing the butts.
Here she come.
Lord help us all.
There's a celebration of
butts.
Yeah.
He also did, did we even put that on the list?
I did not put it on there.
I'm gonna bring it up because it is still Trace Atkins. He also did another song. I don't know. It was done a couple years later after that. Actually, it may have been a few years later after that. And it was called Brown Chicken, Brown Cow.
Brown Chicken, Brown Cow?
Yeah.
Brown Chicken, Brown Cow.
And it was literally about the farmer's boy and the farmer girl getting up in the hay and doing some dirty nasties.
Working on a sex farm. That's a Spinal Tap. Go with Ludacris featuring Shauna from 1998. 20 years ago that we've been singing this one. What's your fantasy? Bill, would you like to take over the...
No.
Come on. We'll sing it to each other.
I should slap you for even saying that.
I wanna lick you.
Yeah, you want to really sing that to each other?
I can't look at you. I can't look at you while I do it.
Don't do it. Just don't do it.
I feel like you probably
look the song up.
I feel like you probably taste a lot like salami, but not good salami.
No, it's salami past its prime. Like, there's no... And not even, like, the right kind of salami. Like, you ever go into a store, and it's not one of them good stores, it's one of them, like, little mom and pop shops, and you want salami, but you can't really force you to buy the cheap salami, and you get home and you're eating, and you're like...
It's got fuzz on it.
No, not like that bad, but it's got that flavor that ain't quite right. And then you're like, I mean, it's edible, but... But now imagine if that gets old, that's the salami we're talking about. What's next? Please, God, what's next?
The one that you
oh, yeah, my
insisted must be on here.
Hey, if you don't put that on there, you're kind of wasting your time.
Another one that, not technically dirty. Taking it at face value.
Technically.
Just some guy.
Technically.
Who was all by himself and was thinking about you. We're talking about the hidden song on Green Day's Dookie album. All by myself. I
was all alone. And I was thinking about you.
We were just listening to it right before the show, and I gotta say, it's a very pleasant, overly happy, the kind of happy like there's something dark going on.
So friendly and happy. Just listen to like this is a nice one. Let me tell you how.
Voice.
No, I'm gonna tell you a great story behind this song.
Okay.
I mean, an amazing story that has to do with your high school, buddy.
Yes, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I was there for that.
My ex had a big to-do thrown for her. She was a cancer survivor. So they had like this concert and everything.
They actually, the thing they brought back after that for like someone else. It's something they did for a while, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. And
but it was a talent show.
Yeah, it was a talent show. So they had all these different people singing and things like that. And it was bands. It was actually pretty neat because it was like 2 or 3 hours long, and it was all these different
all
groups.
kids from the high school. Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
And then this band gets on stage. It's all young kids. They started with this song. Dun, 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 and they're singing this whole song, and every teenager in that room is dying.
We know.
The teachers are like, I don't get the joke.
What are they laughing at? I was all by myself.
I was all by myself, and I was thinking of you. He was jerking it.
Yeah. Our last one, because we want to do a dozen dirty ditties.
Dozen dirty titties?
Dozen dirty ditties, titties.
Balls.
Kitties. Boop the kitty.
Boop the kitty bang bang.
We're going with one song from this album. In all actuality, it could have been the whole album. Like,
yeah.
We're talking about the 1991 release from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blood Sugar Sex Magic. Pretty much the album that...
Honestly, that was like their best album.
It skyrocketed. It shot them into the mainstream, and everyone knew who they were then.
Yeah, unfortunately, they shot them into the mainstream, and you heard they're considered classic rock now.
Yeah.
No, like, they were, like, inducted. The Red Hot Chili... one of the greatest punk bands to ever exist is now in the... I just want to put that out there. We're old.
Yeah, their breakthrough album, the fifth one, I do believe it's their fifth one, but this was one with a lineup that they did become famous for.
Yeah.
After some members of the band died and quit because the other guy died and whatnot. And really the whole album is, like, besides the songs like Under the Bridge and Breaking the Girl, and of course Give It Away, which in itself it's got some dirtiness to it.
Yeah.
What I Got You Gotta Get It, Put It In You. How many ways there is there to take that?
Well, I mean, it all depends on the woman. What?
But some of the other ones on there.
He asked.
Apache Rose Peacock, my eyes popped out, my dick got hard, and I dropped my jaw. Aromatic is a flower, she must be moist. Those are the ones that we're not doing. Instead, we're going with the second to last song on that album, Sir Psycho Sexy. Over 8 minutes. Longest song of the album.
Daddy pictures.
Just, oof. It's not even innuendo at that point.
It's innuendo. Wouldn't that innuendo be an innuendo?
Unzipped and slipped. Ooh, that's tight. I swatted her like no SWAT team can. Turn that cherry pie right into jam.
Which is ironic, because here we come back to cherry pie. And you know that guy, whatever his name was, is sitting around going, I fucking hate my life. Oh, God.
Let's see, what else we got? Creamy beaver, hotter than a fever. I'm a giver because she's a receiver. There's a devil in my dick and some demons in my semen.
That was my favorite line. That was my favorite line in high school. I used to crack up at that. There's a devil in my dick and some demons in my semen. Did he just really?
Technically about some sort of fictional character, but a lot of people believe it was some inflated ego of Anthony Kiedis. Might not have been bragging all that much.
Anthony Kiedis, that was the lead singer, right?
Dude got laid like crazy.
Dude
still probably.
You know, he actually had a minor guest role on the show Roseanne.
Really?
Yeah, a little tiny guest role.
I know Flea was in the Back to the Future movies.
Yep, I remember hearing about that. Yeah, he actually shows up as a delivery boy to the house, drops something off, and leaves. That's it. That's the entirety of his. That's the only time he was ever on there. But I remember watching the show going.
That's like Mitch Hedberg was on that '70s show one time. He was just like working at the diner they always ate at. Just pop his head out.
Perfect show for him.
Yeah. But anyway, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Sir Psycho Sexy. Like I said, over 8 minutes of just
dirty.
If you listen to this whole album, you grew up a little bit. Like you were a little bit more mature.
Like really, if you were smart, you listened to the album with a notepad, you took notes, and you could pretty much take care of business when the time came.
You didn't have to know nothing about sex. By the time you were done with the album, you knew all about sex.
But at the end of the album, you had to smoke a cigarette. Just
yeah.
It's good for you. So now it's to my turn.
Go ahead. What did you want to...
To all you failing stars, the Madonnas. Here's the thing. Why is it that there's so few people? And it runs the spectrum. I don't care if it's a UFC fighter, a boxer, a musician, a sports athlete. You pick a frame and run with it. Especially musicians. Actually, you know who the best ones in this group end up being rappers, and I'll tell you why. When you're done, you're done.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It's over. Madonna. Okay, well, we're the queen of pop. You know, back in the day, was doing techno music. Anything she could do to just try to stay there and be relevant.
Yeah.
And the problem was you're watching it, and she's like 59. Just, yeah. It's like, that's kind of scary. And like, these children around you are young enough to be your daughter. Like, get out of the car, you creepy fuck.
Okay, Madonna's bad, but some of those rock bands...
Oh, come on. Look at Rolling Stones.
Rolling Stones, yeah.
Give it up. When they have to wheel you out and you turn your oxygen up so you can sing.
I did go see Ozzy. This was years ago. And
but you know what I found out? Ozzy ain't that old now. I was mind blown when I found out like he just turned 50. You shitting me?
He sounds horrible, but
He sounds horrible. He looks terrible, but he's...
That's a lot of drugs and alcohol that went into the making of that.
Just say no. If you ever need an example to understand why you just need to say no, look at Ozzy Osbourne.
Mm-hmm.
The man don't know where he is.
I did go see them in concert, and he was playing, and this is back when, I think Zakk Wylde still tours with them occasionally, but Zakk Wylde was his guitarist at the point. And mid-set, Zakk Wylde does this tremendous, tremendous guitar solo, on and on and on. And it's awesome, but I said, it keeps on going on, and you realize it's just because Ozzy's in the break room.
Where's Ozzy?
Water!
Where's Ozzy? He's napping. just keep going.
I think Ozzy actually is announced his No More Tours.
Oh, yeah.
Take on No More Tears. But, yeah, Ozzy Osbourne, Rolling Stones, Aerosmith, one of my favorite bands. Give it up. Stop.
Yeah, you know...
Steven Tyler released a country CD. Do you know why? Because country is not hard to have hidden. It is like the Little League of music. You show up, you get a prize.
Or it's the public school of music now. What I said before, rappers know how to do it right. You'll get these rappers, these guys that reach like these pinnacles, and then what do? They just fall off the map. Mm-hmm. And people are like, they were there.
Yeah, then they start...
No, they're producing. Yeah, they own their own companies now. Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, all these guys, they run their own... They're making money off of other people doing it.
Yeah, they figured it out.
They're the smartest ones in the entire group.
First off, lending their experience to
this is the way to do it. This is how you make money. And they're making... But like some of these bands and these groups, Well,
a lot of the 80s ones are still around, playing like the bar down the street.
Come see Poison at the A Pavilion at the Naperville Riverwalk. You shitting me? Like, weren't they popular at some point? And then and the best part is when you have the old people. We're gonna go see Poison. Woo! It's gonna rock.
I actually had one years ago. The guys wanted me to go to the Riverwalk. I think it was might have been Ribfest, but they were like, "Hey Neil, you want to come?" I don't know. Kansas is gonna be there. Did you think that was gonna?
Kansas is gonna be there. Okay.
You thought you were gonna convince me with that? What the?
Was that your trump card? Because I'm gonna say that wasn't the one I would have played. I went with something else. Like there's ribs. That might even be a little bit. There's food. I'm in. There's Kansas.
Can I still eat while they're playing? Can I get more ribs?
Do I have to stand there and watch them, or can I just
Do
go
they
eat?
sell the ribs while they're playing? Okay, all right, okay.
Yeah, they walk around a big cart with ribs. I'm going then. I'm down with that.
Okay, so.
All right, like, subscribe, share, love us.
Please go down in the comments. Let us know what dirty songs you like that we didn't get to, that we did get to, that you came up with yourself. Okay.
Yes, please make your own song. We want whoever makes their own song. If we like it,
we'll perform it live.
We'll perform it live. No music.
Horribly. It's a cappella.
Yeah, neither of us have any kind of music.
Cappella, because it's a dirty song.
Really? Are you proud of that?
I am.
You shouldn't be.
Oh, what you got? Fidget spinner.
Crabs. And a bad case of the hipposnuffleitis.
Go poop your kitty. All right.
America.
On the count of 3, let's call it. 1, 2, 3.
Call it.
Bye. So long.
What are we doing?
Saying goodbye. Ending it.
Oh, bye. 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 Touch it.
Let's get it. Let's get it on.
Oh, baby.
The 80s was the rise of Madonna and Prince, which is just all about sex. So, but what do you have to say?
Which is like the two most unattractive people.
Especially Prince now.
Prince is dead.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, I marched myself right into that oven, didn't I?